Hi, this is Ken Peters at MysteryDecoders.com. Many years of crop circle history has now passed, yet they remain a mystery. Who made crop circles? Are there messages in crop circles? Instead of looking for someone's answer, I decided to find it myself. It's not an easy search, but luckily I found CropCircleCenter.com. And they have information on 6,706 crop circles. This made my verification process much easier. I searched crop circles before major disasters during the last 15 years. The first one I started was actually 911. Now let me show you what I have found. This is the image of crop circle collections from 7101 to 72201. I decoded 10. You can pick up the other 40. Please note the one on 715 in England is the same one which appeared on 711 with additional graphics. Imagine how the crop circle maker added graphics 4 days after many news crews, investigators, and photographers frequented the field and watched. That alone is a mystery I have yet to decode. On the next collection of crop circles from 72201 to 8801, I will show you my interpretation on 11 of those circles. There are two I want to bring to your attention. Both appeared on 72801 in Wiltshire, England, near Stonehenge. Both are 8-point stars. An 8-point star is called a chaos star. It only appears when a major disaster is about to happen. In the 2,880 crop circles I reviewed, I only found 18 such circles. And almost every one contains messages about a coming chaos. Then when I took a very close look on circles before 911, I found I missed two. These two are 8-point stars buried in complicated designs. I will now try to decode it with you. Remember, there are only 20 such stars in 17 years, but 3 appeared days before 911. We've all seen the chaos. Too bad we didn't decode the messages sooner. The last 50 crop circles from 86 to 9601 contain 9 circles which I will address today. It includes the famous Arcibo message. Imagine how annoying you would feel if you get this many anonymous messages. Is this the perfect time for the sender to reveal from where and from whom these messages are from? Maybe that is why we got the 82201 message. The first one in Germany on 7/1/2001 showed 2 lined up globes with a rectangle in the middle, with intrusions on both sides, looking as if a piece had been bitten off. Please note the dot in the center of the building. I believe it is a symbol of where the plane entered and from the carved out area and landed in the center of the building. As it happened to both Building 1 and Building 2, there are 2 entry points, and both planes ended up inside the tower. But what does the 2 lined up globes mean? Look at the planetary alignment on 9/11/01 from SolarSystemScope.com. At the front row you can see Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury in perfect alignment with the Sun. Behind is Saturn, Earth, and Mars, and the back row is Uranus and Neptune. Well, if that is not a good enough explanation, put a line through Jupiter, Venus, Sun, Mars, and Neptune, and a line through Venus, Earth, and Uranus. Still not good enough? How about Mercury, Mars, and Uranus, and another line through Uranus, Earth, and Venus? I can't say for sure which lineup was next to the building. But if you look for the 3+4 alignment from the date the crop circle of 7/1/2001 appeared, you will not find a more convincing date than September 11th, 2001. The next one is this July 2nd crop, which appeared in Kent, England. Please note we have approaching dots from 3 directions, and there are 3 targets in the center globe. On 9/11, we have the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and Flight 93. I will say this is also a pretty accurate warning about what was to come. On July 11th, 2001, this crop circle appeared in Canada. I didn't think it related to the 9/11 attack till I took a closer look. Canada was the first country coming to our aid on 9/11. It immediately allowed all airplanes bound for the USA to land in a Canadian airport for as long as necessary. If not for their help, things would have been even worse. Now look what is next to the maple leaf. The message gives us 11. While the 4 lined up dots on each side can mean Jupiter, Venus, the Sun, and Mercury, as they are lined up on 9/11/01, and Saturn, the Moon, the Earth and Mars, which were also lined up on 9/11/01. Can you call that coincidence? On July 14 in Germany, this one showed 4 targets. The 2 largest ones each have a circle next to it. The first one even showed it entering inside the target. That's the Twin Tower attacks. The top left one showed damages only on one side. That is the Pentagon. So the smallest one must be Flight 93. On July 15th, 2001 in Cambridge, England, this crop circle showed an object entering into a target partition into 5 parts, which is the Pentagon. While another square building-like object is nearby, obviously the Twin Towers. Both are surrounded by a big circle which has a dot in the center, like a target. Then outside the circle is another dot. The dot on the outside must be Flight 93 since it missed the target. What do you think? This one also showed the Pentagon and a circle in the center. Please note we have approaching dots from targets in the center globe. I will say this is also a pretty accurate warning about what was to come. On July 21, a never-before-seen circle showed up in Citadel Hill in Canada. People may say this is man-made. Well, I can't say much as there is no report of yea or nay on this. But please note, Mayday is used commonly for emergencies in transportation like airplanes. The timing makes me feel like this is a loud and clear warning to us for the coming attacks. In my prior crop circle decoding analysis, I showed you 2 crop circles with planetary alignments pointing to 9/11/2001. However, the same alignment map may apply to 9/10 or 9/12. If we want to be sure about the date, we need more clues. And the July 11th one showed us the date of 11, but left no clues for the month. However, look at this one. Can you say this doesn't look like the Virgo sign? The 11th on the Virgo sign would give us September the 11th. Do you get it now? We will now discuss the 7/22/2001 Hampshire 8-point star. If you have viewed my 8-point star analysis, you will know how rare 8-point stars appear, and also how bad the chaos that should be expected. But in just a few days, we have 3 such chaos stars appearing. The July 24 one in Wiltshire is another warning about the triple attacks. There is a target inside a warning triangle with 3 possible coming attacks. 2 crop circles appeared in England on 7/24/01. I believe both are about the attack on the Pentagon. As you can see in this one, the crop circle has a pentagon with a circle in the center. The second crop circle on 7/24/01 appeared in Avon, England. This one also showed the pentagon and a circle in the center, but it also showed 7 dots nearby. I thought the 7 dots is another clue about the date. Please look at the planetary alignment from solarsystemscape.com. On September 11th, 2001, Saturn, Venus, and Mars are aligned in a straight line, while Neptune, Uranus, Mars, and Earth form a diamond shape, just like the one showing on 9/11/2001. Then the one on 7/28/01 in Wiltshire, England is even more intriguing. It is an 11-point star. I will challenge you to find another 11-point star. Believe me, it's not easy. And I don't quite know enough about geometry to crack the secrets here. I did find this one on the right for the secret geometry viewers to decode. Please now look at the crop from 7/28/01 in New Hampshire. I think the center looks like a half moon. While my search led me to find 9/10/2001 is the second half moon day since 7/28/2001 as shown on this chart. Maybe that's what the 2 small dots at the lower left mean. Look at it. It showed the target in the center, with attacks approaching and chaos all around. I don't want to guess what the graphic means, but I can tell you the chaos after 9/11 is worse than anyone could have imagined. Do you see anything else? If so, please share. The second 8-point star also means chaos, but I think I have some interpretation to share. With the chaos in the center, which also symbolizes the Iraq flag, we have dots coming towards the center and we have dots going from the center. Obviously, with bombs coming and going, it must be a war. But is it a war of chaos or a war with Iraq? Or could it be both? We all know what happened. 9/11 led to the war with Iraq. And it is a chaotic war with no end. The July 28 one in Wiltshire looked like the attack coming through 2 objects with the same size and next to each other. I will say it looked like the Twin Towers. The 7/31/01 circle in the Netherlands looks like the BMW symbol, and for many years that symbol resembles an airplane, as BMW is famous for making airplane engines. So airplanes coming towards 4 targets? Isn't that more warnings we missed? The August 4 Wiltshire one is the target in the center with attacks from 3 directions in 3 layers. I think it is the same message as the July 24 one. Then the August 11 one appeared in Germany. Please look at it and tell me it does not look like a building collapsing. I think the one on 8/12 in South Yorkshire looked like the steel beam collapsing inwards, as in the 911 official reports. The 8/12/01 circle in Wiltshire, England is another warning of the Pentagon attack. This shows the circle in the center of the Pentagon, with an outside object coming towards it and possibly breaking through. The August 14 one in Hampshire looks to me like 2 buildings falling into pieces. Another one on August 14th looks like the giant holes in the ground after the collapsing of the towers. However, most people feel this August 14 one resembled a human face and is the answer to our SETI Arecibo in 11/16/74 about our DNA, our physical characteristics, our solar system, and our using of the radio to transmit this message. And then on August 21st, the famous Arecibo answer appeared. It contains a format nearly identical to the original 1974 transmission, but gives us details on the sender. I believe the sender will reveal themselves to us while sending us warning after warning about the 911 disaster. Again, the warning sign pointing to 3 different attacks. I was not sure if this symbol bears enough resemblance to the Pentagon attack till I searched pictures of the Pentagon. Look at the center graphic. This September 1 crop circle in Canada is another warning about the attack. The double circles showed the target. Inside the target, it is the 2 twin towers on the left, the Pentagon on the right, and the Flight 93 in the triangle. Although we did not suffer the same level of catastrophic casualties as World War II or the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004, you can't deny that 911 changed our way of life. The Afghan and Iraqi war is still going on today while the whole Middle East has changed totally. 911 and the wars have caused economic meltdown and millions have suffered as a result. If we could have stopped it, wouldn't the world be a better place today? It has now been over 15 years since the 911 attacks changed our lives. I made this video not to promote any conspiracy theories or that I know the crop circle maker was somehow involved. I made this so you can see messages in crop circles. Maybe soon we can decode this mystery together. Please share this video on your Facebook and with your friends. Maybe at some point we'll be able to prevent another disaster, right? Thanks again for watching.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.